The Hammam, the famed public bath of the Arab and Islamic world, is not merely an architectural space for cleansing the body, but a living testimony to the intertwined history of health, religion, and community across centuries. Its story beginning long before the rise of Islam, with the Roman thermae and Byzantine baths whose engineering brilliance and aqueducts, furnaces, and domes profoundly influenced the Arab conquerors, who encountered them in Syria, Palestine, and North Africa during the 7th century. Rather than rejecting these structures as remnants of pagan luxury, the Arabs adapted and redefined them, aligning them with the Quranic emphasis on purity, ablution, and ritual cleanliness, thereby transforming the bathhouse into both a spiritual and social institution, a place where Muslims could prepare for prayer while enjoying comfort, conversation, and respite from the dust of desert life. And by the Umayyad era, particularly under Caliph al-Walid, the hammam began to flourish as an urban necessity, integrated into mosques, caravanserais, and palaces, with early archaeological remains such as Qusayr Amra in Jordan, illustrating the fusion of Roman heating systems with Arab decorative artistry. While under the Abbasids of Baghdad and later the Fatimids of Cairo, the hammam became more elaborate, often featuring a sequence of rooms, al-Barani, cold, al-Wastani, warm, and al-Juwani, hot, each with vaulted ceilings pierced by star-shaped skylights to filter steam and light in a poetic harmony of architecture and atmosphere. By the 10th and 11th centuries, the hammam had spread widely across the Islamic world, from Andalusia to Central Asia, serving not only as a bath, but as a microcosm of society where merchants, scholars, women, and children gathered, negotiated marriages, celebrated births, or simply shared stories, a role so essential that the hammam was often endowed as a waqf, a charitable trust, ensuring its maintenance and access for the poor during the Ottoman period, especially after the conquest of Arab lands in the 16th century. The hammam was elevated to a pinnacle of cultural refinement, with architects like Mimar Sinan designing domed complexes in Damascus, Aleppo, Cairo, and Jerusalem, adorned with marble, mosaics, and fountains. And in this era, the hammam ritual became codified. Attendants, telaks, guided bathers through exfoliation, massage, and cleansing, while women's hammams took on a central role in female sociability, functioning as salons where brides were prepared, alliances cemented, and songs echoed through steamy chambers, creating a distinctly gendered but complementary world of intimacy and tradition. And yet, the hammam was more than leisure. It was also medicine. As medieval Arab physicians such as Al-Razi and Ibn Sina praised steam baths for opening pores, improving circulation, and balancing the humors, making the hammam part of the healing landscape alongside hospitals and apothecaries. Over time, the hammam adapted to every city's needs. In Marrakech and Fez, it was tied to the rhythm of Friday prayers. In Cairo, it was linked to the Nile's seasonal floods which provided water. In Damascus, it thrived near souks, serving merchants and travelers alike. In Aleppo, dozens of hammams flourished, each with its own clientele, rituals, and reputation. While in rural villages, smaller, simpler hammams ensured the continuation of customs on a modest scale. And despite the arrival of European colonial powers in the 19th century, with their modern plumbing, private bathrooms, and changing hygienic ideals, the hammam retained its symbolic role as a marker of Arab identity, resisting disappearance by reinventing itself as a cultural heritage site, a tourist attraction, and even a wellness retreat in the modern spa industry. While for locals, It continued to embody continuity, a link to ancestors who entered the same domed halls centuries earlier. Today, from the grand Hammam al-Malik al-Zahir in Cairo to Hammam al-Basha in Tripoli, from Hammam al-Buzuriya in Damascus to the luxurious hammams of Marrakech, these spaces remain vessels of memory, echoing with the whispers of history, reminding us that in the Arab world, the act of bathing has always been more than water and steam. It has been a ritual of belonging, a theater of community, a sanctuary of the senses, and a timeless bridge between the classical world, the Islamic Golden Age, and the living traditions of our present.